On the nights of May 7th and 8th, something more than stardust will rain from the sky. As the Eta Aquariids meteor shower reaches its peak, an invisible doorway opens between the seen and unseen worlds. This isn't just a cosmic event, it's a sacred appointment. Iliana Woods urges you not to miss what this moment means. It is a time to step back from the noise, from the crowds, and from overstimulation. The light of the meteors is encoded with memory, and the silence around you becomes the channel through which your soul can hear. Let us explore why solitude matters more than ever right now. The astral veil is thinnest during meteor waves. When meteor showers streak through our atmosphere, they don't just light up the sky. They disturb the layers of density between physical and spiritual realms. The Eta Aquariids, in particular, create a thinning of the astral veil, allowing energies from higher planes to reach those attuned to receive them. You might not see this thinning, but you can feel it. An electric stillness, a subtle hum in the night. People often report prophetic dreams, sensations of presence, or inner revelations during these nights. This is not coincidence. It is your spirit responding to an invitation. But here's the key. These signals are delicate. They come as a whisper, not a shout. That's why being alone matters. In a crowd, that whisper gets lost. Energy fields bump and merge, and your frequency is pulled in a dozen different directions. Solitude, on the other hand, turns you into a tuning fork. You begin to harmonize with the pulse of the stars. What you receive then is pure, direct, and personal. During the Eta Aquariids, intuition sharpens. Time slows. The space around you feels layered, deeper. It's in this expanded state that guidance comes through, not from the mind, but from the cosmic field that surrounds you. Stargazers around the world sit in awe under meteor showers without realizing what they're absorbing. The beauty of the night sky is just the surface. Beneath that surface lies something far more mystical, a conversation between light and soul. These nights are meant to be experienced in stillness, not just to see the meteors fall, but to let them rise something within you. That rising is what changes everything. Why group energies can interfere with celestial downloads. When we gather with others, we unconsciously exchange energy. This isn't always negative, it's part of human connection. But during high-frequency cosmic events, like the Eta Aquariids, your energetic field becomes more porous, more impressionable. Other people's energy can dilute or distort the messages meant specifically for you. Imagine trying to hear a soft melody in a room filled with chatter. No matter how beautiful the song, the noise overwhelms it. The same happens spiritually. Group dynamics pull your attention outward, but during meteor showers, the true magic flows inward, through your heart, your breath, your inner quiet. This is why solitude isn't isolation during these nights. It's alignment. You give yourself space to listen with your soul. You become sensitive to the subtle changes in your emotional field. You notice insights as they arrive. There's no one to influence your interpretation, no energy to pull you away from center. Even well-meaning company can anchor you to the mundane. They talk, ask questions, shift focus. But spiritual messages aren't loud. They arrive in the stillness between thoughts, in the hush of the stars. If you're surrounded by people, those moments get missed. Some people fear being alone. But this kind of solitude isn't emptiness. It's sacred space. It's where you reconnect to who you are beyond roles, beyond voices, beyond distraction. So while others may celebrate the shower with crowds and cheers, you choose silence. Not because you're avoiding people, but because you're meeting the cosmos. The ancient memory stored in the Eta stream. Iliana once described meteor showers as cosmic storytellers. Each streak of light is a messenger from a time before time, carrying fragments of memory older than civilization. The Eta Aquariids come from Halley's Comet, a traveler so ancient it has circled our sun since humanity first looked up in wonder. These meteors are not random rocks. They are charged with frequencies that can awaken memory, not just personal memory, but soul memory. When they enter Earth's atmosphere, they don't just burn through space, they burn through the veil of forgetting. Sitting alone under this cosmic rain, you may suddenly recall a life you didn't know you lived, or feel a yearning that has no earthly origin. That is the soul recognizing its own journey across planets, lifetimes, and possibilities. There's a reason spiritual seekers feel drawn to the stars. We've been there. The stardust in your body knows the sound of galaxies. These meteors unlock that cellular memory. But again, that unlocking happens in stillness, not in noise. This ancient memory doesn't come in a flash of intellect. It arrives as a knowing, a warmth in your chest, a tear you didn't expect. It bypasses the mind and speaks directly to your eternal self. To remember who you were is to remember who you're becoming. That is the hidden gift inside the Eta Aquariids, and it only opens in solitude. Solitude amplifies cosmic reception during star showers. Your body is a receiver, an antenna for universal intelligence. But like any receiver, it needs quiet to pick up the subtler frequencies. During meteor showers, space isn't just out there, it opens inside of you. Solitude becomes the amplifier. When you're alone, your thoughts begin to slow. Your breath becomes rhythm. The noise of daily life fades. In this space, the celestial messages that meteors carry can actually land within your field, your heart, and your intuition. Solitude isn't about being physically alone. It's about becoming internally still. It's a state of attunement where you're no longer resisting the frequency of the cosmos. You stop searching and start sensing. Meteor showers heighten energy. If you're in a group, that energy gets tangled. But alone, it flows cleanly. It moves through you like a current, clearing out emotional residue and sharpening inner clarity. What begins as a night under the stars ends as an inner alignment. Something that's been trying to reach you for months suddenly does. And it's not loud. It's simply true. This is why spiritual traditions across time valued solitude during cosmic events. It wasn't superstition, it was wisdom. When the sky opens, the soul listens, and listening requires silence. Earth's aura becomes hyper-receptive during this window. Earth isn't just a rock in space, it's a living, breathing energy being. And during celestial showers like the Eta Aquariids, her aura shifts. It becomes more open, more responsive, more luminous. That openness affects you too. We are connected to Earth through invisible fields. When her aura shifts, ours does. That's why people feel strange during cosmic events. Lightheaded, emotional, inspired. It's not random. It's resonance. Earth is tuning, and you're tuning with her. During this time, walking barefoot, meditating on the ground, or simply sitting beneath the stars connects you to this planetary field in a profound way. You become part of Earth's own awakening. This is why solitude matters. Earth is speaking through vibration, through atmosphere, through magnetism. And in a crowd, that voice gets drowned out. But in silence, you can feel the shift in the wind. You can feel the pulse of Gaia beneath you. What you absorb in those hours can stay with you for months. Clarity, healing, new direction. It's as though Earth herself is giving you a message, a nudge, a permission slip to rise. These moments are fleeting, but their impact isn't. When Earth's aura opens, and you meet her in silence, you don't just receive energy, you receive remembrance. Encoded light enters your field in isolation. During the Eta Aquariids, light is not just seen, it's transferred. These meteors carry encoded cosmic light that interacts with the human energy field in subtle but powerful ways. But that light is intelligent, it responds to resonance. When your environment is energetically calm, your field becomes more receptive. In solitude, your energy isn't competing with the noise of others, so the light can land where it's most needed. These light codes don't speak in language. They integrate through sensation, tingles in the spine, images behind closed eyes, and deep inner peace. The process is not logical, it's alchemical. It shifts the way you perceive time, truth, and yourself. Even if you don't understand what's being transferred, something within you does. If you're around others, their emotional fields, fears, distractions, opinions, create interference. The light must move through additional filters, which distorts its purity. But when you're alone, the process is direct. You and the cosmos are in a one-to-one conversation, and in that sacred stillness, activation occurs naturally. This isn't just about ascension, it's about harmonization. The universe is constantly offering correction through light, and the Eta Aquariids are one of those moments. Alone under the stars, you're not just witnessing transformation. You become the vessel for it. You are being realigned with galactic memory. Iliana once shared a vision she received during a meteor shower, stars moving like a language across the sky, spelling out fragments of who we used to be. Galactic memory isn't imagination. It's the coded intelligence locked in our DNA, waiting for cosmic alignment to activate it. The Eta Aquariids are one such alignment. Each streak of light carries a frequency signature. When we're quiet and present, that signature activates dormant codes in our energy bodies, keys to ancient experiences, lost knowledge, even interstellar lifetimes. It's not about remembering facts. It's about remembering essence. Who you were before this life. Why you came now. You don't need to try to remember. When the time is right, and the light is right, the knowing simply rises. You may feel pulled toward certain places, people, or callings without understanding why. That's your galactic memory reawakening and guiding you. It knows what your ego hasn't yet caught up to. This realignment doesn't happen in crowds. It happens in sacred pause. Alone, your soul breathes deeper. Your energy realigns to truth. And in the quiet beneath the falling stars, memory isn't forced. It's received. Why lower vibrations can disrupt the star codes. Celestial codes are delicate. They are like harmonic frequencies that weave into your field when it is calm, clear, and stable. But if you're surrounded by chaos, especially emotional chaos, those vibrations collide. They scramble the signal. Lower energies like fear, gossip, resentment, or even unconscious resistance create static in the air, blocking the arrival of what was meant for you. This is not judgment, it's physics. High vibration frequencies cannot land on low vibration platforms. That's why being alone during the Eta Aquariids is not about isolation. It's about preserving the purity of the transmission. Your energetic container needs space, neutrality, and stillness to catch the cosmic codes falling from the sky. Imagine trying to fill a glass with crystal clear spring water while someone shakes the cup. That's what emotional noise does. It shakes your field. It creates leaks. And even if the universe is pouring magic into you, only a fraction stays. The rest spills out with the turbulence around you. So step back from draining conversations. Pause the scrolling. Turn down the background energy of other people's thoughts. and let yourself become a still lake under a starry sky. That's how you hold the light you came here to receive. Meteor streams reactivate dormant quantum blueprints. When a meteor breaks through Earth's atmosphere, it breaks more than just air. It pierces veils within the quantum field. These meteors carry within them more than just dust and fire. They carry reminders, echoes of our original design, our untouched divine potential. And they don't just light up the sky, they light up our inner systems. Scientists measure the physical components of meteorites, but spiritually, mystics have long understood these falling stars are like cosmic acupuncture, activating meridians in Earth and in us. The Eta Aquariids, being from Halley's Comet, are especially charged. They aren't just beautiful, they're builders of the new template. When you're alone during this event, the codes move through your field uninterrupted. There's no energetic congestion, no competition for clarity. They locate the sleeping blueprints in your auric field and send a signal. It's time to wake up. You may feel a buzzing in your body, a knowing with no source. That's the blueprint unfolding, one layer at a time. And while you may not understand the full picture in that moment, a seed has been planted. One that will bloom in divine timing, quietly guided by the stars that once streaked across your sky. Your soul clock resets in celestial silence. There are moments in life when your soul seems to exhale, when everything pauses, recalibrates, and silently resets. The Eta Aquariids carry this energetic quality. They offer more than a night sky show. They offer a chance for your inner clock, your divine timing, to come back into alignment with the higher rhythm of the cosmos. In modern life, our inner rhythms get pulled out of sync. Deadlines, distractions, obligations, they tug us away from our intuitive center. But when we sit beneath a sky alive with falling light, the soul remembers its pace. That pace is not rushed, it's deeply intelligent and precisely timed. Solitude allows you to feel this shift. You may notice your breath slowing, your thoughts becoming less demanding. In that softening, your energy realigns with divine timing. You stop chasing what's not yours, and instead begin walking calmly toward what has always been meant for you. This is what it means to reset on a soul level. The meteors do not tell time. They are time. They are the keepers of cycles. And when you watch them in stillness, your life, your purpose, begins to move in harmony again. Social distraction blocks interstellar intuition channels. Every one of us has a built-in guidance system, an inner channel that can receive insight from beyond the stars. During celestial showers, that channel becomes more sensitive. But social distraction, overstimulation, small talk, emotional noise, acts like static that drowns out the message. When you're surrounded by people, even with love and good intention, you become attuned to their needs, their energy, their pace. This is beautiful in some moments, but during galactic events like the Eta Aquariids, it becomes interference. Your channel turns outward instead of inward, and the signal gets weaker. Intuition doesn't yell. It arrives gently, through breath, sensation, imagery. But to feel it, your nervous system must be quiet. You need space between thoughts, room between emotions. Solitude creates this sacred opening, like a temple carved into the night. In that space, the stars begin to speak, not in words, but in impressions. You don't hear a voice, you feel a knowing. And that knowing can guide your next phase, your next healing, your next awakening. But only if you're not too busy missing it. This meteoric gate opens interdimensional travel. Iliana has often said that meteor showers don't just open the sky, they open you. The Eta Aquariids act as a gate between dimensions, not just outer dimensions, but inner ones. When the veil thins, so does the separation between the parts of you that have been fragmented, lost, or asleep. In stillness, this gate doesn't just invite energy in, it invites you through. You may find yourself accessing past life memories, ancient dreams, or soul-level intentions that never made it to the surface before. These inner dimensions are not imaginary. They are stored within your field, waiting for a safe moment to emerge. When you're alone, you become your own sacred container. You're not holding space for others, not managing social cues or external noise. You become the traveler and the terrain. That's why some people emerge from these nights with new clarity or unexpected peace. They've journeyed into themselves. This inner travel isn't escapism, it's remembrance. The meteors fall outside you, but the gate they unlock leads within. The destination? The deeper truth of who you've always been, and what you came here to become. Cosmic dust carries ancient harmonic instructions. To the untrained eye, a meteor is just a burning rock. But energetically, each one is a capsule, carrying ancient harmonic instructions meant to awaken the earth and those who walk upon her. These instructions are not spoken. They are vibrated, sung into your field like a sacred song without words. When a meteor breaks apart in the atmosphere, it releases particles of cosmic dust that enter your environment. But more than physical matter, it releases harmonic waves that interact with your aura. Your energy body recognizes these frequencies. They feel familiar, not to the mind, but to the soul. You may feel your heart pulsing differently. You may get chills or even tears without knowing why. That's not weakness, it's resonance. The harmonics are aligning with the architecture of your soul, rewriting the chords that have gone silent over lifetimes of forgetting. In solitude, this music is clearer. You're not absorbing other people's vibrations. You become the instrument, clean, tuned, ready. The meteor doesn't just fall, it sings. And in stillness, you become the echo. These 48 hours rewrite emotional density patterns. Energetic shifts often start with the emotional body. During the 48-hour window of the Eta Aquariids peak, the cosmic light interacts specifically with emotional density, the places in your field where pain, grief, or fear have become energetically stuck. These meteors don't just light the sky, they lighten you. As you sit alone under this cosmic shower, old emotions may rise, not to punish you, but to be seen, felt, and released. The stars offer no judgment, only light. And in that light, your shadows lose their grip. You don't fight the emotion, you free it. This release creates space. Emotional weight that kept you cycling through the same patterns begins to dissolve. You feel lighter, more open. Not because something external fixed you, but because the celestial frequencies finally touched the wound you've been guarding. These 48 hours are a rare recalibration, but they require your presence, not your performance, not your mask, just you. Honest, still, and open. In that honesty, the sky does the rest. Aloneness is a portal for etheric clarity. True clarity rarely emerges in noise. It arises in the gentle pause between distractions. The Eta Aquariids meteor shower isn't asking you to run toward others. It's inviting you to retreat into yourself, into the stillness that opens the etheric doorway. Aloneness becomes the sacred chamber where answers reveal themselves without needing to be asked. During this cosmic window, the etheric layer, the bridge between your body and soul, becomes more permeable. This allows long-held confusion, doubt, and distortion to lift like morning mist. What was once complicated becomes simple. What felt distant feels close. And your inner world speaks with rare precision. Being around others can blur this clarity. Even their silent presence shifts your internal compass ever so slightly. But when you are alone, you become your own lighthouse. And in that solitude, light returns to your mind, your emotions, and your spiritual direction. This isn't about loneliness. It's about the sacredness of empty space, space where higher insight can enter, settle, and integrate. And during this Meteor event, that clarity doesn't come from thinking harder. It comes from listening deeper. The shower unlocks starseed memory seals. Iliana once described watching a meteor fall and suddenly feeling as though she'd seen it before, in another sky, another lifetime. That moment wasn't imagination. It was starseed memory rising. Many who carry cosmic origins have sealed portions of their memory, awaiting the right celestial event to unlock them. The Eta Aquariids is one such key. These memory seals were never meant to be permanent. They were placed to protect. In a dense world, remembering too early can cause destabilization. But during precise alignments like this, the star codes embedded in your energy field begin to stir, seeking light. You may feel sudden flashes of ancient knowledge, unexplained emotional waves, or even unfamiliar languages in dreams. Don't dismiss them. These are not random. They are echoes of your galactic lineage calling you back into remembrance, not as an escape from Earth, but as a commitment to why you came. Solitude during this period allows these stirrings to surface uninterrupted. You are not remembering in the usual sense. You are retrieving your own multidimensional truth. And in that retrieval, your Earth mission becomes clearer than ever before. Magnetic fields shift personal energetic boundaries. As meteors fall, Earth's magnetic field subtly shifts in response to their impact and electromagnetic charge. What few understand is that these shifts affect our personal energy boundaries too. During the Eta Aquariids, your auric field becomes more fluid, more responsive to both light and interference. This is a powerful time to strengthen your boundary, not with resistance, but with awareness. In solitude, you can feel your field without other people's projections blending into it. You can sense where you end and the rest of the world begins. And in that sensing, true self-sovereignty is restored. If you're surrounded by others, your energy may unconsciously mold to match theirs. But when you're alone, you realign with your original tone, your soul's native vibration. That realignment becomes your anchor, your inner compass, your invisible shield. The meteors support this process. They amplify Earth's charge and offer an opportunity to consciously recalibrate. By sitting quietly under their path, you're not just watching cosmic movement, you're participating in electromagnetic rebirth. Revelation emerges in the absence of noise. Revelation isn't dramatic. It doesn't always come with lightning bolts or loud voices. It comes in a breath, a chill, a sudden clarity that rearranges everything inside of you. During the Eta Aquariids, that kind of sacred revelation becomes more available, but only in silence. When you remove the external noise, media, conversation, stimulation, you create an invitation. The universe doesn't force truth on you. It waits until you're ready to receive. And during this star shower, the conditions for receiving are perfect, but the openness must come from within. In these quiet moments, an inner veil lifts. You may see your patterns more clearly. You may finally understand a lesson you've resisted. You may feel a quiet joy for no reason at all. Solitude isn't about being cut off. It's about being tuned in. And when the stars speak, they speak not in noise, but in knowing. The stars will whisper, but only if you're still. This meteor shower is not demanding. It is inviting. It doesn't come to shout truth at you. It comes to whisper it gently, lovingly, precisely. but it will only do so if you are quiet enough to hear. Stillness isn't passive. It's magnetic. It tells the universe, I'm ready. When you allow yourself to be still, something sacred occurs. Your nervous system relaxes. Your inner chatter fades. And in that clearing, the stars begin to speak, not in sentences, but in sensation. A message not from above, but from beyond.